Hello, this is Kevin Jones. Welcome to Bearded Dragon Games. Tonight we're streaming a live unboxing of Modern Masters 2013. So this is, by most accounts, the best Masters set, and certainly the one that's the most expensive. And I'm going to be opening it pack by pack. We're going to go through the cards. This little overhead camera here should help us see them. And I'm just going to get started. Do you guys like the the crinkly noises? I know a lot of people watch. Hello, good evening. This is Kevin Jones from Bearded Dragon Games, and today we're unboxing, or tonight rather, we're unboxing a box of Modern Masters 2013. As you guys can see here, this is, by most accounts, the best Master set, and certainly the most expensive one at the moment. So, with the release of all these new Master sets, it kind of shows you just how awesome, this one was, especially with regards to the draft format and the way that it was built in a synergistic way. It's kind of like its own standalone set, except it's not legal for standard, so all these sweet reprints are possible. So yeah, we all like this set. It's a really good one to draft, and we're just going to get started with it. We're going to open it pack by pack, go over mostly the rares and foils, a couple uncommons here or there. You guys know the drill. You've probably seen videos like this before. We open anything sweet. Abject emotion will result and all that. It'll be great. Let's get started. Do you guys like the little crinkly noise? I know that some people watch videos like this because they are relaxed by the sounds and stuff. If you like that, that's cool. I'll do this. That's cool. I'm sure that the weird guy cackling is not relaxing though, so whatever. Alright, so out of the sweet Wizards branded shrink wrap and into the Modern Fire. Here we go. Woo! That's not graceful. A little Dark Confidant insert here. 3 steps to a successful Modern Masters draft. 1. Set up your play space. 2. Organize the draft. 3. Give out basic lands and pair players for matches. Alright, I think we can handle it. Thank you, Wizards Play Network. Thank you very much. Alright. The boxes look really nice. So, open it like this and display it. There we go. Alright, first pack. We got the Godolphin Shackles art and age 13 plus. Alright, commons are commons. They're kind of interesting. If we see Spellsetter Sprite, I'll get excited. Otherwise, I'll probably just go through the commons. Uncommons, we got Etched Oracle. That one's good and limited. Sudden Shock, sometimes it's played. Alright, ooh, first pack provides us a sweet one. Tooth and Nail is our rare, and a foil Metamorphose is our foil. Metamorphose is a staple in Storm, Mardu Pyromancer, some other decks. Really good card in Modern, and foil should be worth a couple bucks. So come into the store and pick that one up if you want it. Should be online eventually too. The Tooth and Nail is our rare. Alright. Next pack. Big dreams here. We want Tarmogoyf, right? Foil Tarmogoyf. I'll have to pick that up later because there's nobody below me on the work totem pole to do that. So I'll do that. Oh well. Alright, we got Vivid Crag, Thundercloud Shaman, Electrolyze, a good one there. Oh! Arcbound Ravager, that's a nice valuable one too, and a foil Eating Sprite. Alright. Goblin Token, I don't know how much you guys care about the tokens. I'll leave everything out here like this. I'll go tokens, uncommons, rares, foils. Mythics, I guess, too, so I'll leave a separate spot for the mythics. Alright. 3 down, 21 to go, and we got some Suspend creatures. Pretty good, pretty good. Alright. Another Metamorphose, not foil this time. What a good box! Cryptic Command. Foil Echoing Truth, which sees some sideboard play, and then Metamorphose and Dark Amoeba amongst the playable commons, uncommons. Alright. Cryptic Command has been reprinted now in 2 Masters, or 2 Master sets, 2 Modern Master sets, and an Iconic Master set. So lots of Cryptics out there. The price hovers, I think, around 20 bucks, so they're pretty accessible. If you want to play a sweet Kevin Jones deck, one of your favorite celebrity Magic players or something like that, I understand that. Now there's a common right here, but that's an expensive common in Street Wraith. I think it's only like $4 now, but it was up to like 9 or 10, 13 or 14 at one point actually. All right, we got some giants in this pack. A giant disappointment. Got Stonehewer Giant as the rare and Hammerheim Deadeye as the foil. Ooh, cool spider token though. That token is for the one and only Penumbra Spider, which, believe it or not, I lost to this card in Pauper yesterday. Played out the Pauper Challenge on Magic Online, and my opponent got me with Voyaging Satyr into Penumbra Spider. It's a powerful strategy. Alright. On the 5th pack now. Set that Lava Spike aside. That's a staple. There we go. Alright. Eternal Witness. Ooh, nice Path to Exile. And Dakmor Salvage. And a Blood Moon. Boo. Scary Blood Moon. Alright. I don't think anybody's entertained by my nonsensical voice inflections. Whatever. Blood Moon's great. They've been reprinting it a few times to keep it at a reasonable price. It's pretty good in Modern. I think it's slightly worse than it was before, but some of the decks that play Blood Moon have benefited greatly from Jace, and some of the decks that play Blood Moon have also benefited greatly from Bloodbraid Elf. So that's twofold there. Although conversely, Jace makes the mana bases a little bit better, and Bloodbraid Elf makes you play more basics too, because a lot of decks that play forests play a handful of forests, which is just kind of a weird consequence. But either way, there's a Grape Shot for the powerful Storm deck. We'll set that one aside. Same with the Empty the Warrens. We got Marsh Flitter, Tarashi's Grasp, and Vivid Marsh, and Gifts Ungiven, another staple of that Storm deck. Foil Worm Harvest. Worm Harvest was pretty good back in the day. It was a staple in this like weird loam deck that was played in Extended, which was the predecessor to Modern. If any of you are old enough to remember Extended, it was a sweep format. I played a lot of it as PDQs in that and all that, but here we go. We're at 7 packs in so far. Another empty. You can go over there. We want Tarmogoyf, right? A foil Tarmogoyf. That's what we want to open. What do you guys think in the chat? Anybody tell me what you guys want to open. All right, you got Tidehollow Sculler, Moldrifter, and Hirobi's Whisper. Then a Figure of Destiny, not one of the more expensive ones, sadly. Foil Blightspeaker. Goblin Rogue token from... I don't know. Off the top of my head, sadly. I can't remember what makes a black Goblin Rogue token. I'll have to try to think about it. Anybody can remind me, feel free. Oh, it's Warren Weirding is the card that makes a black Goblin Rogue token, I think. Logic Knot, Stinkweed Imp, some good cards. Another Street Wraith, alright. Mind Funeral, very, very fancy casual card. Mills people a lot. Mill is a huge, mill cards are a huge seller on like the casual, fun Magic player market. And we've got an Esperzoa, dubious card, I do say so myself. A Worm token for the aforementioned Worm Harvest. And here we go with Jugon the Rising Star, our first Mythic, I think. Yep. First Mythic. And a foil Frogmite for all you Pauper enthusiasts. The format really has been exploding, and we have another event coming up on April 28th, I believe. Pauper 1K. Open a little bit faster, since the powers that be have dictated I do so. Alright. Ooh, Spellstutter Sprite, one of my favorites. Alright, another Path to Exile. Good stuff. Reach Your Branches. Skeletal Vampire, Limited All-Star, and a foil Dream Spoiler Witches. Alright. Oops. Alright. Tell me to open fast, I will do so. Haha. We got Shrapnel Blast, Executioner's Capsule, and Vivid Meadow with a Greater Gargadon and a foil Careful Consideration. Alright. No Tarmogoyf yet, no Dark Confidant yet, only one Mythic, and it's by far one of the worst in the Dragon cycle. Scapeshift staple. Scapeshift top 8 at the GP over the weekend. It's pretty sweet. You got Demigod of Revenge and a foil Kithkin Greatheart. No interesting comments. Or uncommon names. Alright, we got foil Penumbra Spider. Those daggers after I got beaten by it the other day. Our first premier Mythic Rare in Dark Confidant. Sudden Shock, Ripper and Cloudscape, and Trump the Domains, but this card is up around $100 now, believe it or not. Dark Confidant, huge staple of Modern. Got much better with the unbanning of Bloodbraid Elf, because those cards go hand in hand in Jund, which performed pretty well at the GP over the weekend. So, Dark Confidant, or Bob, as you know it. Greatness at any cost. The player in the GP actually died in the finals with a Dark Confidant that revealed a Bloodbraid Elf to put him to below 0 life. So, things come full circle. All right. Warren Weirding foil, which makes the Goblin Rogues I told you about. And then Corrosion Grip, Ripping Cloudscape, and Cloudgoat Ranger. And a Darker Valkyrie is the rare. I also put the Confidant in the Mythic pile. My mistake there. Alright. We got a few packs left, about 10 I think. 11 packs left, alright. Must go fast. When I open new sets and like sort them for my job, I can open very fast, and when I'm doing this, I just open incredibly slow. I don't know why. I think I just get distracted by all the fun of it. But here we go. We got a Slaughter Pact and a foil Sanctum Gargoyle. Not too bad. Elspeth Emblem. We'll save that one. That one's kind of cool. All right. So over halfway through the box, we got one good Mythic and a few good rares. Not really too bad. And another Street Wraith. Just cha-ching. Keep stacking up the paper. We got Aether's Worn Canonist and a foil Thallid Shell Dweller. That's a mouthful. Thallid Shell Dweller. All right, I got it. The Thallid archetype was pretty good in this draft format. Green-white Thallids was a good one. And the green decks often played like up to 5 colors too, because there was a lot of good mana fixing, and Trump the Domains was a huge payoff. Haha, Spellslinger Sprite. Maybe they'll let me have that one. Got Earwig Squad is the rare, and a foil Adarkar Valkyrie. So I think that's our first foil rare, although I'm not 100% sure. Bat Token. All right. Is that our first foil rare? Let's check. It is our first foil rare. All right. We're going to hope for a foil mythic. You want foil Dark Confidant or foil Promoglite? That's what we want to get. I think we got. There's the 8th pack, so we're 66% of the way through. All right. Foil Greater Moss Dog and Joyra of the Gitu as the rare, which is a pretty good commander card for sure. Thirst for Knowledge, one of the uncommons. I think one of the best cards in no ban list modern, which some of you may or may not be excited about. We got Logic Knot and Rift Bolt, both good ones. All right, got Lightning Helix. Ooh, this is Planeswalker. Oh, it's Sarkin Vol. All right, that might be the only Planeswalker in this set. Certainly a Mythic though. Oh no, Elspeth is in here too. Foil Rift Sweeper, which was great in Time Spiral Block Constructed. If anyone played that long ago, I appreciate the nostalgia. Rift Sweeper, your Ancestral Vision. Powerful, powerful play. All right. We got Tidehollow Sculler, Rift Sweeper, and Trigon Predator in the uncommons. Revelark in the rare slot, and a foil Pyrite Spellbomb. All right, that's the win condition of the, or one of the win conditions of the Krark Clan Ironworks deck at the top 8 of the Grand Prix over the weekend. The capable hands of Matt Nance, Combo Master. All right. Lava Spike. Save that one. All right. Thirst for Knowledge, Flicker Wisp, and Electrolyze. 3 great uncommons. And then Grand Arbiter, Augustin IV. That guy just tells everybody what to do. Meanie. All right. Pretty good in Limited. Not really played much in Constructed, although it was good in Standard back in the day, that's for sure. All right. A Manamorphose, Corrosion Grip, and Meadow Boon, which was a Limited All-Star. Then a foil Ivory Giant, and the rare was Death Cloud. That was the focal point of a good Standard deck back in the day. And even an Extended deck, the Death Cloud Rock deck made some appearances in Extended back in the day. All right, we got 2 more packs after this. Got Sandsower Spell Snare, which is a good one, and Worm Harvest. The rare is a money rare, and Aether Vial, which is a staple of the Humans deck, and Merfolk and a few other decks. Aether Vial was a 4 of in the Humans deck that won the Grand Prix just yesterday. So, Aether Vial, a huge modern staple and has been for the entirety of the format. Although Affinity does not play the card anymore, and they used to years and years ago. So we got a Desperate Ritual, staple of the Storm deck, and Take Possession, and a Feud Killer's Verdict, which is another limited one. And Divinity of Pride is the rare, which is not a great rare. It's from, I think, Shadowmoor or Eventide. It was a whole cycle of 5 hybrid mana cost cards that did a variety of different things. Our last pack, so let's see what we got. Go a little slower on this one. Keep the suspense up. All right. Mad Ante, Murderous Redcap, and Death Rattle. And our rare is Glenalandra Archmage. Pretty good one. Sideboard card for the company decks, and used to be a real hoser in Old Extended. It was very good in the Fairy's Mirror, unless it got Sower of Temptation. And their rare is a foil Moloku the Clouded Mirror. Really, really unbeatable and limited, and was a staple of Standard back when it was legal. So there we go. That's it for the Modern Masters box, and now I'm going to get to the next box we got over here, which is Eternal Masters. It's also another sweet limited format. I've played some with this one and enjoyed it most of the time. This set contains the one and only Bloodbraid Elf, though, I think, so should be able to get those out of here. It'll be exciting. I think Jace the Mind Sculptor is also in this set, so that's good to know. There was a set online called Vintage Masters, which is not the same thing, although I believe they had some of the same cards. Eternal Masters, 3 easy steps to a successful booster draft. Set up your play space, organize the draft, give out basic lands, and pair players for matches. Well, it's the same advice. Weird. So the art on this insert is Force of Will, which is a card that has been reprinted in this set. Pretty awesome. Make Legacy a little bit more accessible to the average player, and I don't think anyone's unhappy about that. Here we go. We'll start it right off. I'm actually going to move these off of the set so that I can have more room. There's all the useful stuff that we opened, and I'll put that over here. And then we'll have more room for these. All right, so we'll start with the commons. Not too much interesting stuff going on here, but we've got Young Pyromancer, a great uncommon, and Animate Dead. And then Rorik's Bladewing is our rare, and a foil Animate Dead. All right, pretty sweet. Next one, the art is Deathrite Shaman, another card we can find in here. Some people think that card should be banned in Legacy. I don't really agree. I think it's completely fine as long as most people are playing it. It's kind of a different conversation, though. So we got Pauper Staple Timberwatch Elf, Zealous Persecution, and Hydroblast. And then Void is the rare, and a foil Thornwood Falls. Zombie token? All right. These master sets come in, I think, boxes of 24 instead of 36, which is what normal sets do. So box openings go a little bit faster. But I don't think anyone would really want to watch me just open a box of Rivals and, like, you know, look at everything. Although we did that when the set released and it made sense at the time. All right, so our rare is Mother of Runes, a staple in Legacy deck Death and Taxes. And our foil is a foil Whitemane Lion with Ashnod's Altar, War Priest of Thune, and a Honden of Seeing Winds. An elephant token, okay. Come on. Bloodbraid Elf, Jace the Mind Sculptor, foil Jace the Mind Sculptor, right? We can dream. All right, here we go. We already know what the foil is. Undying Rage, because my hand slipped at the back of the pack. And a Carnivore token. That's kind of cool. All right, we got Wirewood Symbiote, Price of Progress, and Lissalana Scarblade. And the rare is Pyrokinesis. A really good card in the sideboard of Legacy Goblins. One of the first decks I ever played in Legacy. Pyrokinesis is pretty good against other Goblins decks, Merfolk, Maverick, all sorts of stuff like that. Sweet card. All right, next pack, we got a Soldier token. Got Milliken, Flame Jab, and Hymn to Turok. Awesome card in Legacy. And Sphinx of the Steel Wind, our first mythic. A great target for Reanimator spells in Standard, as well as, I think, saw some sparse Legacy play in the Reanimator deck. Pretty good card. It's protection from red and from green. Flying First Strike, Vigilance, and Lifelink. Pretty sweet card. Got Invigorate, banned in Pauper. Staple of Legacy Infect, Hymn to Turok, and Soul Catcher. Our rare is Sulfuric Vortex. And our foil is a foil Battle Squadron. A goblin with flying. Pretty interesting, if you ask me. Worm token from, I believe, Roar of the Worm? Ooh, Bloodbraid Elf pack. Let's see if we get a Bloodbraid Elf. Glimmerpoint Stag Harmonize and Relic of Progenitus. Pretty good uncommons. Relic is an absolute staple. The rare is Diminishing Returns, which is bleh. Sideboard card for Storm, for the Epic Storm, the Legacy deck known as the Epic Storm. And foil Pyrokinesis, so Legacy. Legacy sideboard card there, and a Sulfur token. All right. What do we got here? We got... All right. Field of Souls, Cabal Therapy, great in the Legacy deck, Grixis Delver, and Wonder, which was awesome in Standard about 15 years ago. The rare is Maelstrom Wanderer, which is actually a mythic. Big commander card, creatures you control have haste with double Cascade in the Teamer colors, and a foil Armadillo Cloak. Awesome limited card. +2/+2, and lifelink and trample, which is card is better known as Unflinching Courage, is the reprint in Dragon's Maze. But yep, played in Boggles for sure. Occasionally, I guess. They usually don't play it anymore, but they did back in the day. We got Rancor, Battle Squadron, and Blood Artist with Mystical Tutor, a card that's banned in Legacy as our rare, and Werebear as our foil. Awesome in the old Threshold decks back in the day. Before Tarmogoyf was printed, Legacy Threshold played Werebear and Nimble Mongoose. And now they play Tarmogoyf and Nimble Mongoose. And sometimes they win, but not very often after Deathrite Shaman was printed. Alright. Counterspell over here. We'll dash that one for Pauper later on. Keldon Champion, Torrent of Souls, and Worn Power Stone. Pretty obscure uncommons there. The rare is Regal Force, a great card for extended elves back in the day. When it enters the battlefield, you draw a card for each green creature you control, 7 mana 5/5. Pretty sweet card. Elemental token for Young Pyromancer, and a foil Wisselana Huntmaster that all you Pauper enthusiasts put in your elf deck. Chugging along here, we got Brawn, Factor Fiction, and Quiet Speculation. Ooh, something really crazy happened, and I'm going to slow roll it, super slow roll it, because we got a Green Sun Zenith as our rare, and our foil is a Planeswalker, and very expensive. So look at that. There we go. A foil Dak Faden. I think that used to be upwards of $100. I'm not sure if it still is, but pretty sweet. I'll set that aside all by itself. Pretty good card in the occasional Legacy deck, and a staple in Vintage, as it gains control of artifacts, which is a pretty sweet ability to have, especially in Vintage. We got Calciderm, Faith's Fetters, and Price of Progress with our rare as 8.5 Tails. Originally printed in Kamigawa, a legendary creature, a Fox Cleric. Got a foil Llanowar Elves to be reprinted in Dominarius, so stock up on those now. And keep chugging along here. I think we got about 12 packs left. We're about halfway through the box. I should probably actually open the pack, right? Yeah. Kind of celebrity can't even open a pack. Shame on me. Oh well. Nimble Mongoose at common. Pretty sweet. Legacy staple there. Or at least used to be before Deathrite Shaman was printed. Some uncommons in Roar the Worm, Necrotal, and Embassy Tome, which I think just draws 2 cards and discards a card. I thought that was the other one. JMD Tome is the one that just draws a card. Unexpectedly Absent is the rare. Sees some play in the New Miracles deck. And the foil is Memory Lapse, an iconic counterspell which puts a card on top of your deck, which is sometimes better than regular counterspell and sometimes worse. But pretty sweet that it costs just 1 in the blue regardless. Uncommons here are Extract from Darkness. What is? Oh, it's like a weird Zombify. I never even seen that card before. Honden of Infinite Rage and Wall of Omens. And then Tidal Warrior, or Tidal Wave, sorry, is the foil. Goblin Soldier token, and Duplicant is our rare, which is a great commander card and used to be in some standard and block decks back in the day. Removes a creature and has the same power and toughness and creature types of that card. Pretty sweet card and a huge commander staple too. Alright. Armadillo Cloak, Mesa Enchantress, and Jetting Glasskite. Foil Mana War, which was also reprinted in Masters 25. And our rare is the one and only Wasteland. Sacrifice Wasteland, destroy target non-basic land. Every Legacy player knows and loves that card. It's great. It's awesome that they're more accessible. The price has really dropped since this set has been out too, which is nice. So people can get Wastelands for about 30 or 40 bucks as opposed to the previous like 90 bucks. Pretty sweet. So we got Flinthoof Boar, Tooth and Claw, and Wee Dragonauts. And our rare is Winter Orb, which sees some occasional play in the sideboard of Grixis Delver as a way to combat the Miracles type decks. Pretty cool card. Used to be really ubiquitous back in the day, but it's played much more sparingly now. And a foil Brainstorm, which I'm sure is worth a couple dollars. Pretty stoked about that one. We can put that over here in the special pile with our Dack Fayden. Pretty awesome box, honestly. Foil Dack Fayden like basically pays for the box. Sweet. 24/7 365. Start playing now. Magic Online. And then you too can go 3-2 in a league. All right. Just like Daddy. All right, we got Centaur Chieftain. Don't know what that does. Who cares? Soul Catcher, ditto, and Jet and Glass Kite, which is very difficult to kill. Our rare is a Siege Gang Commander, which is super sweet, though not really worth anything. And makes a bunch of goblins, is a goblin, etc. And a foil Nausea. All creatures get -1/-1 until end of turn. All right. We got Faith's Fetters, Burning Vengeance from Innistrad originally, which plays off of all the flashback synergies. A pretty sweet card. And Ticking Gnomes. The 3-mana 3/3 with Echo that you can sacrifice to ping something. Our rare is Control Magic, which is guilty of one and only one thing. That is looking a lot like the Force of Wills in this set and really tilting you when you think you opened a Force of Will and it's actually a Control Magic. Unfortunate, but nonetheless. We're still in the market for a Force of Will. We only had 2 Mythics so far. And we should get at least one more in 24-pack box, but we'll see. Battle Squadron Havoc Demon, it's Sengir Autocrat. The rare is Sylvan Library, an awesome card for sure in interactive matches in Legacy, and sometimes it's really good against control decks too because they don't pressure your life total. I know that it was a really good card against Miracles. Just throw some extra cards and make up for their card advantage the best you can. Pretty sick card. It's good that it was printed again because it's originally from Legends, I believe. Merfolk Looter, Chain Lightning, and a Brainstorm. Pretty sweet. And then Dual Caster Mage is the rare. Not Snapcaster Mage by any stretch of the word, but a pretty sweet card. Pretty good in Commander, and occasionally see some Legacy play, but not very often. The foil is Mistral Charger. Good old Stormfront Pegasus. 2-mana 2/1 flyers for 1 and a white. Alright. Rolling along here. 4 packs left. Pretty good, pretty good. I got Annihilate, Burning Vengeance, and Victimize. And then Brago, King Eternal, originally coming from Conspiracy. And Monk Idealist as the foil. Sacrifice, or when Monk Idealist enters the battlefield, return target enchantment card from your graveyard to your hand. So it's Auramancer, essentially, just the same thing. Alright, 3 packs left. Counterspell over here. Got Flamekin Zealot, Swords to Plowshares, and Pyroblast. 2 really good uncommons. And one that used to be very valuable, but is not very good anymore. The foil is Keldon Marauders, which occasionally sees play in Pauper Burn. And Wrath of God, which is destroy all creatures they can't be regenerated. The iconic sweeper from Magic. Occasionally sees some play now in Modern because of Thrun, which has seen some rise in popularity with Jace both being unbanned and being good in Bloodbraid Elf decks. So Wrath of God, good answer to Thrun because Supreme Verdict does let you regenerate. So there's that. We got Beetleback Chief, Honden of Seeing Winds, and Blood Artist. Our rare is Sinkhole, which was originally printed at Common at one point and is, as a result, banned in Pauper. Foil Calciderm, and a Spirit Token from, I think, Forbidden Orchard or Exotic? Forbidden Orchard, I think. Makes a colorless Spirit Token. Originally from Kamigawa. Alright, we've got the last pack, and we've got Keldon Champion, Necrotal, and Pyroblast. The rare is actually a Mythic. It's Necropotence or Necropotence, however you want to say that. The card was very good way back in the day. Got some new art and a new reboot. It's not quite what it used to be, but I think it's still banned in Legacy. So there's that. Maybe not, but I don't know actually off the top of my head. All right, so we got a pack of Modern Master, or a box of Modern Masters and a box of Eternal Masters opened, and I think that's it. I think we're just gonna wrap up, and we'll be streaming again tomorrow when we do our weekly Magic Web show, Passing Priority, featuring myself, Jacob Van Lunen, and Gerard Fabiano, as well as Brad Bonin, local guy who's an up-and-comer. So we have fresh talk about Modern and our favorite decks of the week, and we've got a new set of shirts that came out actually to promote the show. And what I'm wearing right now, it's got the logo for the show and it's got our names on the back. It's pretty sweet. So come in and pick up a shirt to show your support for the show. We'll throw a couple shirts into the giveaways here and there. Just get the word out there. I know Jake shouted the show out on the stream and doing GP coverage last night, so that was pretty sweet. All right, so you stay tuned. Come back tomorrow and you can see some more stuff. We're going to be streaming. Passing's going to be earlier than usual tomorrow because we have a special tournament to make up for a holiday. We have a tournament tomorrow night at the store when we're normally closed. We have a Modern, I think it's a Modern 1K. It's for Master 25 boxes, I believe. So come out to that if you're local. We'll be streaming Passing at 6 o'clock instead of 8 o'clock so that we can hop off the show and hop into the Modern tournament. So that'll be great. Thanks for hanging out and watching the box openings. And I'll see everyone soon. Thank you.